My beautiful Sagittariuses, and happy birthday. My special is still going on, so if you would like your own personal reading with me to celebrate your birthday or get information that you've been seeking, you can email me. So let's get into this. Since the year is coming to an end, I wanted your spirit guides to tell you, what are they proud of? Like, what lessons have you overcome for 2024? What lessons? Ooh, I like this for you. One lesson. Spirit, first of all, Spirit just wants to say, like, you fought so hard for this. Like, everything that you have right in front of you, you fought so hard for. And then they're saying that they're so proud of you because you've been speaking up more. You've been saying what you mean. Some of you could have had a season where you withheld your truth, you know? There's people out there that they're not comfortable with confrontation, you know? Like, confronting something can sound like an argument to some, which is, you know, I just feel like that has to do with emotional maturity. Emotional maturity will let you know that it's important to speak your truth. You have to speak your truth. You have to confront things. It's the only way that change can happen. But you've been speaking your truth, and you have been really discovering about yourself. You've learned so much about yourself and why you're here in this world. There could have been people who treated you like you weren't deserving. There could have been people that treated you like you weren't worthy, like of being heard, of being seen, of being understood, of being loved. It's like people could have tried to diminish your worth or dismiss all that you had to bring to the table. And it made you have to go into solitude and really dig deep and figure out, like, who am I? What is the value that I hold? What value do I hold in other people's lives? What value do I hold in love? Why would they choose me? Why should the company choose me? You could have really asked yourself some really hard, deep questions in order to find out your own worth and your own perception of yourself. Because until you are able to come to terms with, like, your identity, like who you are, you will start to search through other people, which will make you have bad soulmates, a lot of karmic contracts, because you're trying to be validated and loved from people outside of you. You're trying to allow people to tell you what you're worth, you know, by, if they choose me, that means I'm worthy. If they don't choose me, then clearly there's something wrong with me. You don't define your self-worth by how other people treat you. You define your self-worth by the value that you hold within yourself and how you love. So you did a lot of digging, because a lot of people could have projected a lot of their self-hatred onto you. You're around enough negative people, you will start to see your own self and your own life just as negative. So this is what it taught you. Some of you can even be in a place where you would rather be alone. You could be like, damn, every time I have a friend, they're like jealous or they're competing with me. And what's their problem? I'm such a nice person. You know, it's like you could have always had to be in isolation because you didn't understand the power that you held. If you understood how powerful you were, you would understand why that friend is so jealous. If you knew how much power you had, you will see why the guy, Anthony, that you've been chasing for 10 years didn't choose you. He didn't choose you because he never felt worthy of you, and you couldn't even notice it because you were so busy putting Anthony on a pedestal and making Anthony feel like the prize. You didn't even realize that you were the actual prize the whole entire time. Think about Anthony. Think about Anthony's life, and then think about yours. You're actually doing better than you think. So this is what Spirit had to get through to you. Like, every time they seen you come out of solitude too early and you're like after new love, it's like, no, this person, no, you're going to go out there and you're going to go chasing after the same love again, only to get the same exact result. Stop running from yourself. If you will just face yourself completely and stop trying to find other people to love you, then you won't have to find other people to love you, because you will realize that you are love. The love that you are seeking is actually within you already. How can you chase love outside of you when you have it all inside of you? And love attracts love. So if you love yourself so much and you understand what you're worthy of, you wouldn't settle for people who didn't see you as worthy or desirable. So this was like a whole, like you could have went through a cycle and just kept going against empty doors, empty doors. You meet Josh, Josh is great, and then boom, it doesn't work out. It's the same cycle. You know, some of you dated Melissa. Melissa's so beautiful. Melissa with the big booty, the cutie with the big booty. And then, you know, you're using your money to give to her so that she can like you. And then now you're out of money, and guess where she is? Gone. On to the next person. So it's like you learning that you're valuable just the way you are. You don't have to prove yourself or work to earn someone's love. Someone's love is not a job. You don't have to, okay, if I work on this and I give to you, then I'll get a paycheck. That's not what love is. Love should not be transactional. They should show up and love you just because you're you. That should be enough. So for some reason, you didn't feel like you were worthy of love, and you kept getting people that would take your kindness for weakness or just want to have sex. You know, some of you could have even used sex in order to lure people in and try to make them stay. But it kept pointing back to one person, and that one person is you. Spirit is like, no, it's not going to work. It's you. It's not them. It's you. It's like, no, come back here. Seek the love from inside of yourself. Stop running from yourself. Why are you running from yourself? Do you not see that you are worthy? Are you feeling like if you attach yourself to Craig, and Craig finally says, okay, I want to be with you, then you'll feel worthy? Like, why are you looking for your worth through them? Why don't you come with us? Because we're your spirit team. We will show you who you are. They don't know who you are. They can't know who you are. They don't even know who they are. They don't know who they are. Or you want them to spend money on you, but they don't even have money. So how about you come back here to us? Everything was always you having to come back to yourself or come back and face God. You always had to either face your spirit team and God or yourself. You could never run away from it, no matter what. So you needed to speak up about your true intentions. Speak up even about the pain. You know, people took you for granted, but there's a part of you who could have felt as if you had to overgive. You had to overgive to people for people to actually see you as worthy. And no, you don't. So you could have had a tough season of love, chasing all the wrong men to love you because you didn't feel worthy of love. So, look. You gotta love yourself first. The truth is, guys, twin flame is mirroring energy. As soon as you sit with yourself and love yourself, that mirror will be returned back to you. You couldn't do it the other way. You tricked yourself. You thought, if I can get them to love me, then I will love myself. That's why when they call you, you get so excited. When they call you and you see them texting, you're excited. As soon as they go cold on you, you go back into that broken place. So that means that you get fueled by the attention of other people. If you get the attention of other people, it'll make you feel like, yes, I'm worthy, I'm winning. But as soon as they separate from you, you separate from you. And then you feel like you're not worthy, or you beat yourself up. You talk down on yourself. You downplay yourself. You fumble yourself. And you may even say they fumbled me, but some of you fumbled yourself. You will settle for crumbs when you're worthy of so much more. So Spirit is like, bring it back home. The desires are in your heart. It's not with Fred. It's not with Jennifer. Jennifer won't make you whole. Only your spirit team can help you make yourself whole, and then you will find your match from wholeness, not from emptiness, not from distractions, not from running from yourself. That's not how you find your twin flame or wholeness. Love yourself, sit with yourself, give to yourself. You were so busy figuring out why Alan is treating you this way, why Alan keeps disrespecting you, why Alan keeps running from you, and you didn't spend enough time asking yourself, what is my worth? What do I really want? Who am I? You spent more time on trying to distract yourself from yourself instead of investing in yourself. So that's why your results kept coming out like that. You would break your pockets and give your last dollar to save someone else and then leave yourself empty. So it showed you that you were choosing other people over yourself, and this is what made you hurt. You are beautiful. You may not even see it, but you are beautiful. I'm going to tell you why you feel like you're not beautiful or why you're not handsome. Because people treat you bad. So you feel like maybe I'm not perfect enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not handsome enough because other people are treating you bad. Just because other people treat you bad, what does that have to do with how your face looks? So Spirit wants you to say, you are so much more beautiful than you even know. You don't know how beautiful you are because the man in your bed or the woman in your bed is not telling you every day that you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're handsome, you're handsome. So you somehow forgot that you actually are. You don't need to get validated from that person to feel like you are handsome enough or you're beautiful enough. You need to reclaim your power. You are beautiful enough because you said so. You are handsome enough because you said so. You are deserving of love because you said so. It's not about what the other person does. It's you standing in your power and understanding that you are not settling for anything that is beneath the standard of people reciprocating your love and showing up. So it's like paying attention to the signs. You've learned to see the signs in other people of who's trying to waste your time. You started to pay attention to the signs of who you are. Some of you stopped distracting yourself. You could have really started to sit with yourself. Some of you even got therapists. You got life coaches. You were like, I'm tired of this. I want to know, why do I keep falling into these cycles with these players, these users, these manipulators, these unavailable, obtainable men and women? Like, why does this keep happening to me? You hired help so that you can get back to the heart of who you really are. There was never anything wrong with you. Those people just convinced you that you weren't enough because they couldn't give you what you were deserving of. Because they never had it. You're rising up. You're rising up. So you could, look, compatibility. Now that you know who you are and what you bring to the table, you're not going to settle for breadcrumbs anymore. You're not going to chase the unavailable man who doesn't even have anything to offer you to be with you. You're going to realize, like, I have so much to offer. Like, damn, I have this high paying job. Damn, I have this, I have all these things. I'm ambitious. I'm loving. I got my shit together. I need to meet my match. I need to start to rise and find the person of the same value as me. Or, it's like, stop settling just to be loved by somebody when it just gives you pain and causes you more suffering. So you're rising out. You're going to find your tribe. The like-minded people, the people that hold the same values as you. You could have been even dating people that were like polyamorous, into like swingers and all kinds of stuff that you don't even get down like that. You don't even get down like that. So this is you, this understanding, like, I'm not for everybody and everybody is not for me, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to stand and rise up back into my power, reclaim my power, and wait for someone who's actually worthy of the love that I have to offer. I'm going to find my tribe. I'm going to rebuild my family. So that's what your spirit guides are so proud of. If you went through this journey of self-love by having to, go through some really terrible heartbreak and settle for some, third-party situations, people who are already married, people who are into all kinds of things, and that that's not what you really wanted. You just felt like you had to do it because you really liked the person. It's like you were choosing them over you. You're done with that. You're really going to sit with yourself and see that it's the choices that you are making, and that you are going to decide, I'm going to make better choices for me because I'm deserving. This is you're finally going to forgive yourself. Some of you forgiving your parents. Some of you had a hole in the soul, like loneliness, deep emptiness, because your parents could have been unavailable to you. So you could have chose unavailable partners, and now you understand why, and you are going to forgive your parents, and you're going to forgive your parents and yourself. And your spirit team is proud of you because it wasn't easy for you to forgive them. It wasn't. They could have put you through a lot. So what's in your world now? What is going on? What's coming towards you now? From now until 2025, what can you expect? Purification. Yeah. So spirit needs to purify your mind. You could have been afraid. You could have had a lot of negative thoughts about people, about money, about your own self. Some of you used to beat yourself up because your weight. You would diss yourself, like you would diss yourself. Like you would talk so bad about yourself in the mirror. Remind you, your mirror is your reflection. So if you look at yourself in the mirror and you beat yourself down because you gained like 5 pounds, then you're not showing yourself love. Spirit needed to purify your soul, and you've been through so much betrayal. You started to look at the world as a negative place. Some of you like live in isolation, like you don't trust nobody. But it's not the people. It's like, well, it is the people, right? I feel like you were just choosing the wrong people for you. And that's what spirit wants you to get to. Like the point, like, damn, I should have seen that Jessica wasn't going to be a good friend. Jessica would talk about everybody so bad to me. So of course she's going to talk about me bad to people. That's who Jessica is. Why didn't I see that coming? You're really going to start to see it. Or, Bobby never ever made the effort. So why was I expecting Bobby to be my husband when he never even made the effort? Like you're going to start to really like be realistic with yourself and see that, yeah, you were betrayed. Yeah, these people hurt you, but spirit wants you to see how you betrayed your own self. Because there's self-betrayal in this, and that is your mirror. People were betraying you because you were betraying yourself. Some of you were even going against your intuition. Your intuition is the truth, but if you go against what your intuition feels, then who are you betraying? Your intuition comes from God, your higher self. So you're going against God and blaming other people for your choices, and spirit just is purifying you. Like they're trying to see what you're doing to yourself. Some of you could have also rushed connections instead of like taking your time, completely getting to know a person. You could have just jumped into the bed with people, had sex with them, got soul tied and got attached and obsessive without even finding out, like, do they even want commitment? Are they even really single? Like, what is this person looking for? Who is this person? Like, you could have made a lot of impulsive moves off of the emptiness you felt in yourself, and it didn't get you nowhere. So what spirit is doing is purifying your behaviors, purifying your attachments, purifying what you thought was love, which was lust for some of you. Like they're so good in bed, you just feel that pull to them. You're more than just a side woman or a side man. Like you could be the main man or the main woman. Why are you holding yourself in those positions? Why are you waiting on people that are not calling you back? Why are you stuck in places with people that don't treat you good? They don't even check on you. They don't even see if you're okay. They didn't even see if you eat. Did you eat? Are you okay? Like spirit is like screaming at you at this point to stop hurting yourself, because what you're doing is you have stories. You're holding on to these stories and they're keeping you stuck in places that it's like diminishing your self-worth. Some of you look in the mirror, you don't even know who you are because you allowed a man or a woman to come into your life and completely strip you of everything. So spirit wants you to stop this. You don't have to kill yourself for love. That's not love at all. You don't have to die for love. Like, nah, this is not Romeo and Juliet. Like, this is real life. So some of you like needed to learn how to Free yourself. Free yourself from karmic ties that are hurting you. Like, you talk about it all the time. Can you believe that, you call them toxic, but you're dancing with them. You call them toxic, but you're sleeping with them. You call them toxic, but when they call you, you answer the phone. You call them toxic, but when they text you, you're replying. You call them toxic, but you're having unprotected sex with them, and you know that they may have an STD, but you will still go and sleep with them and put your own body in jeopardy of the hands of a person that you know has STDs. It's not them, it's you, is what Spirit is trying to say. They've been giving you signs that these people are not healthy, and you keep sleeping with them, you keep being with them, you keep choosing them. Spirit is like, why are you choosing these people? So they're purifying you of what you thought was love, because it wasn't love. It was a sign of self-hatred. Somebody that loves themselves will never allow themselves to be beaten, abused, and hurt so bad by someone else. And also, on the psychological side, sometimes it's our psychological wiring. So if you were raised in a household where you saw your mom getting beat every day, you're going to recreate it, because you're going to see that as, well, this is what I was brought up in. This is what my environment is. So this is something I know. Others of you, you're here and you're on this channel because you're here to break generational curses. Like, nah, I'm putting my foot down. Billy can't come back to my house no more. Billy, I'm tired of Billy coming to my house, eating my kids' Fruit Loops and drinking they Capri Suns. Billy ain't got no money. Billy needs to find a job. Billy shouldn't be in my bed. It's like things like that you're going to start to see. Some of you are even like funding other people's family. Like, you're going broke and you don't know where your next dollar is to pay your rent, but you're trying to take care of somebody else's family. So Spirit is just like, you're in this cycle of pain because you keep allowing the pain to be recycled. You won't stop. Some of you even told yourself you're going to stop smoking, and you won't stop smoking, and it's killing you. It's like things like that. That Spirit wants you to hold yourself accountable for, that some of you could have had an awakening just even recent. You could have had an awakening in December, or some of you 12/12. There could have been a 12/12 portal that opened up and showed you what abuse you're doing to your own self, and how you've been wasting your own time, how you've been sleeping with the wrong people. And only you get to decide when you meet a man or a woman and say no. Like, I got to know you and I'm good. This is not what love is for me. Like, learning how to walk away. Some of you struggle to walk away. And when good people come into your life, you feel like it's too good to be true. But if a person comes into your life and treats you bad, you're willing to stay. But if somebody really is an amazing person, you're going to think that they're hiding something. Oh, this is too good to be true. You must be hiding something. You have another man. You have another woman. You probably have a hidden family. You probably have a wife. So it's like, no, we sent them for you, but you didn't know how to receive anything pure. So now we need a pure you so that you'll be able to receive pure things. Spirit, they're making you take charge back over your life because you lost yourself. You completely lost yourself. You lost your way. You forgot who you are. Some of you are going to get closer to your kids. This cycle could have took you away from your kids, where your parenting wasn't the greatest. You were so stressed out and hurt that you would take your own anger out on your children. They ain't got nothing to do with Tommy done did to you. Why does your kids have to suffer because Tommy is an awful man? Why should your kids have to suffer for that? That's not fair to them. And then they're going to go through the same trauma that you did because you refused to leave Tommy. Tommy is treating you bad. Your kids see that Tommy is treating you bad. And then you get mad and take it out on your kids, but you really should have kicked Tommy out. Like, Spirit is being like dead serious. Like, if you really want change, you really got to make better sacrifices. You have to do better. If you want better, you have to choose better. You're destined for so much more, but you cannot keep going in this direction the way that you have. You have to stop breaking your own heart. You have to stop stabbing your own self in the back. So this is what they're taking you through. And when I tell you your eyes is going to open up in 2025 in the beginning, it's going to make you cry. Like, it's going to make you cry. Like, you don't have to live in a cycle of suffering, pain, betrayal. Like, you can come up out of that. You just got to accept that, damn, I made some bad choices, and just start all over again. Just regroup, cry, do whatever you got to do, stomp, twerk, do something. And then just bounce back up and take back your power back. They want you to take your power back. Spirit says some of y'all been doing this for too long. Some of you like 20 years in a cycle, of just disappointing yourself over and over again. You see the red flags, you see who these people are, but you struggle to choose what's best for you. And some of you choose, like, you like to save people and it hurts you in the end. So they want you to save yourself now. Like, okay, it's time. You saved them, now save yourself, because you trying to save them. Are they doing better now? Like, what happened with all the energy, time, and dedication that you wasted on that person? Are they better? Because 9 times out of 10, they're not. They're probably even worse because you became their enabler. You are their supplier. You supply their karma, So it's like, run. Run so that you can discipline yourself to receive better. It takes discipline and determination, willpower. You got to fight. You got to fight. You got to fight for yourself, not for someone else. Not for someone else, but fight for yourself. And this is why you feel like you're running out of time. Some of you feel like you're running out of time because you're wasting so much time on the wrong people. This is why you feel rushed. Like, damn, I spent 20 years knowing that this person would never change. I spent 15 years knowing this person would never change. And now you're rushing because you want your time back, because you wasted your own time trying to convince Jimmy to treat you good, try to convince Tiffany to treat you good, when that's all you had to do was release them and find somebody who could treat you good. They treat you bad because they treat themselves bad. Yeah. 2025 is all about an opportunity to release. And the reason why Spirit says it's an opportunity, because they want you to know, just like McDonald's, you can have it your way. You can have, there's going to be a lot of things on that McDonald's menu. All that ain't going to be for you. You get to decide what you want. A matter of fact, you ain't even got to go to McDonald's, because there's so many other restaurants. My point is, you do not have to stay in small places and small spaces that they don't have the power to hold you. Because the truth is, it's not that you're not enough. The truth is they're not there. They don't have what it takes to hold someone of your power, of your value. And the more you stay, you start to devalue your own self. So Spirit is giving you an opportunity to release. And I'm only saying it's going to be an opportunity because they're going to test you. In the beginning of January, they're going to test you. They're going to throw all these people back in your face on purpose to see, like, what are you going to do? You've been crying to us. You've been praying to us. You've been saying, take my pain away. Some of you have been doing cord rituals after cord rituals just to stay in the same place with the same person. They could do the same thing and with the same style, like nothing changes with the person. They even call you the same, or they hit you with that same WYD text. Like, what are you doing? It's the same stalemate energy. They don't reproduce nothing. Why? Because they don't heal. They don't look at themselves. And people that don't heal, people that don't look at themselves, they don't move. They stay the same. This is why the relationship can't change. So Spirit is trying to change you so that you can change your choices. So let's see what's going on with your love life. What's going on with your love? Who is coming towards you? The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, okay. You have options. It's not just one specific person. You have options. If your love life is stuck, Spirit says, because you're still like, even if you do have any new connections, it's going to go slow. And it's going to go slow because you're still invested in situations that are not going anywhere. And you're still healing from what you've been through. So any connections that you have now, they look like they're like rebounds or slow burners. They're not anything of significance. There's potential for growth because the Empress can grow. But Spirit is like, what are you putting your time and energy into? Are you just focused on disappointments, and are you missing opportunities to go out there and find someone better for you? Because I see options and opportunities, but because of the pain, you're too guarded. You're too guarded. So you would sabotage anybody who comes near you. You just want to protect yourself. You have a fear of abandonment, like a bad fear of abandonment. You have such a big fear of being broken because of, but this is what Spirit is basically trying to say. Oh, you don't trust yourself. Choices. The choices that you made you feel like you don't trust yourself to make the right decision. So even if you do have people, like you may text here and there, but you don't expect anything. Like you may put a little bit into it and then you start to feel disappointed and then you start to pull yourself back because you just are afraid that everything is going to turn out the same way. So let me focus on myself. So anything new will get sabotaged by you. You're too disappointed in what you've been through to really give yourself to anybody. And it takes you being vulnerable and open to get something of like substantial to grow. Yeah, see, every card that comes out, it just shows ending. Some of you could have even just passed up on a really good person. You probably didn't even know that they were a good person because you were so busy stuck on disappointments. So you're missing opportunities because it's karma. You're overcoming karma. What's going to happen next? Okay, finally. You're going to be in this cycle for a little, guys, but finally you'll have a night. You'll have a air sign that you fall in love with. Or an air sign that's going to fall in love with you. Damn. This is bad. Even when you meet this new person, I see you telling them like all the things that you've been so disappointed in. Spirit says you're drowning in sorrow. When you meet this person, you may just start to go in like, I've been hurt. I've been backstabbed. Like people be taking me for granted. Like, ooh, Spirit just wants you, whatever's in your energy needs to come out so that you can really blossom in love. All right. If you have an air sign that you just met, I'll do an extended. I'm going to do the extended on the person coming into your life. I'm also going to give you messages about work, about your family, about your friends, and so much more because I feel like this reading needs so much more. The extended will be in the description box. You can just click on the description box and it's going to take you to the other side. I send you so much love and light.